All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, as always, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachah HaKodash, double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to you, sincere, hopeful, elect Akim, that push the word of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai in spirit and in truth. So, coming back with another lesson, I want to get into Jeremiah 30:7, being that that's the times where we're in, pretty much. We're in the start of Jeremiah 30:7, with the Northern Kingdom being targeted the way they are, being targeted for deportation. Which is, them being discriminated upon because, the Northern Kingdom, this is their land, just as well as it's Gad's land, okay? And we see how President Trump has signed executive orders to allow deportation of illegals, but certain countries that these so-called illegals are supposed to be going back to are not accepting, the illegals to even go back there. Now, I do believe, I think Colombia has switched their stance on that because they weren't allowing, illegals back, via airplane. But I believe once a tariff was placed on them, once Donald Trump placed tariffs on them, they switched their tune, if I'm not mistaken. But the tribe of Gad as well is being targeted as well. Now you got to think about the tribe of Gad, this being their land. If they get, where are they gonna get deported to? How are you gonna deport people back to anywhere when the land that you are trying to deport people from actually belongs to them? So there was something that a brother had posted in a chat. The elder Muwatazak, excuse me, in the LA camp, he had posted in the chat some information dealing with Esau pretty much in these private prisons. Esau invests heavily in private prisons, and it's all because those prisons is going to be used to house a lot of these so-called immigrants. All right. And the tribe of Gad, being that, where you going to deport them to? All right. Gad and Issachar look alike. Gad in the Northern Kingdom, period, they favor each other heavily. So that's why a lot of them is getting targeted. But ultimately, them being targeted is because Esau is coming down with that great wrath, because he knows he has but a short time, as it says in the book of Revelation. So concentration camps is going to be used to, house Israelites, whether you are so-called illegal or not. Okay, because the tribe of Gad clearly is not illegal. All right. So, there's gonna be a lot of money to invest in, these private prisons and concentration camps, which is gonna be used to pretty much house, Israelites for free slave labor. Okay, and that's Esau's whole agenda. That's been his whole agenda this whole time. This whole process of building up America has been nothing more than creating a new form of slavery, for us Israelites. Okay. Now, this is Jeremiah 30 and verse 7. It says, "Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it." And that's, comfort to the elect. All right, to the brothers that understand and know the scriptures and know prophecy. We are comforted by knowing that despite all this stuff happening around us, where Israelites are the target for everything. All right, the immigrants that's being heavily targeted for deportation is Israelites. All right. Meanwhile, you got Ukrainians over here illegally. You got Syrians over here illegally. Excuse me. Ukrainians over here illegally. Syrians illegally. East Indians, actual Hamite Africans, Chinese, Japanese. You got a lot of people over here illegally, but the main people that's targeted is Israelites, man. And that's not by mistake. That's not a coincidence, man. It's strategically done like that, quite frankly, because Esau is the devil, and he knows that we are the children of Israel. Okay, so this whole situation is going to have America all divided and jacked up, which is the plan of the elites, and the unknowing Israelites, of the Northern Kingdom, they're devastated by this. All right, that pride that they once had is damn near non-existent. Okay, because a lot of them that you see on a daily basis are illegal, so they scared to even come out the house. All right, when I'm handling business throughout the day and I see these Latin tribes, they look bewildered, man. Okay, they look bewildered. But the point being, with all this happening, the Heavenly Father is gonna save us out of this crazy, chaotic time that we're approaching, that we're in. That's only gonna magnify and get worse. Okay, and the ones that's gonna be saved is the elect. All right, contrary to what Deacon Ayathan of IUIC stated in that video, the Lord is not gonna save the whole entire nation of Israel. All right, the Lord's not doing that. The Lord is going to save the elect of the nation of Israel. All right, the remnant. All right, the ones that He has chosen before the foundation of the earth. Okay. Now, why you got a lot of the Northern Kingdom, the so-called illegals that's up here, that have come across walk by camps, come across videos. And they'll walk by camp and look at the sign and just keep it going. They're not inquisitive of their own salvation, so to say. Okay. So the Lord is going to give them what they deserve, man. All right. But the remnant, the elect, is going to be saved out of this trouble. Now, a lot of those Northern Kingdom so-called immigrants that have migrated up here to the Americas, or to North America, should I say, a lot of them came up here for the purpose of either catching judgment, all right, ultimately thermonuclear destruction, or being delivered. Okay. Next precept, this is Jeremiah 50 and 33. It says, "Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together. All right. And the place where we as Israelites have been oppressed together is here in Babylon the Great, aka Egypt. All right. In the ancient Egypt, all 12 tribes were oppressed together. And here in modern day Egypt, all right, spiritual Egypt, we're oppressed together as well. All right. So at the time when Jeremiah was writing this, the Northern Kingdom was already, taken off by the Assyrians. Okay. So that place where the Northern and the Southern Kingdom, being Israel and Judah, would be oppressed together is talking about here in America. And we can see how that's so, because, Negroes can't catch a break, man. Niggas can't catch a break. Niggas have been catching hell since we got here. You know what I'm saying? Niggas has always been the target, Yeah, Judah Benjamin Levi, man. That beautiful skin complexion causes and ultimately it's the spirit that's within us, but that skin tone, man, causes Esau to lose his fucking mind, man. The real devil comes out of Esau when they see the melanin. That's what it is, man. Melanin. Esau is severely jealous of us having melanin and how much we have. On top of that, that being mingled with the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, the spirit that the Lord blessed the Israelites to have, that'll cause Esau to crash out, man. In which we see that via Donald Trump, Esau is doing that. He's crashing out. Okay, so we're oppressed together here in Babylon the Great, the Northern and the Southern Kingdom. Okay. It says, and all that took them captives held them fast, and they refused to let them go. So here in America, the Israelites are, Esau is refusing to let us go. Okay. They know what it is that the prophets preach. They know our stance on the Bible. They know we've woken up to who we are. Okay. But despite all that, they refuse to let us go. All right. And the fact that they are, investing in these prisons, for the purpose of free slave labor. All right. In which a lot of the Northern Kingdom is going to be wrapped up into that, proves, this prophecy, this scripture to be true. All right, verse 34, it says, their Redeemer is strong. Yahweh of hosts is his name. He shall thoroughly plead their cause, that he may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon. All right, so the Lord is going to plead our cause, man. No legislation, no marching, let's impeach Trump and put another Democrat president up in there, and that none of that is gonna work, man. Okay, because with all that, we still aren't redeemed from out of Esau's hand. All right, it's Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. Okay, Yahushai, he deliverer, that's gonna actually deliver us out of this condition that we're in, starting with the Lord's elect, which is why. We need Jacob's trouble to come, because we have to go through Jacob's trouble to actually make it to the kingdom. All right. So the Lord is getting ready to disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon, man. All right. There ain't going to be no rest for these Babylonians. Okay. Things is going to get real bad for these Babylonians. All right. For these American Edomites. All right, now real quick, I want to get that word Jacob's trouble in the Hebrew. And as we see here, it's Yaiqab, which is Jacob, in trouble is Tazarah, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Tazarah. Okay, yeah, Tazarah. Yaiqab Tazarah. All right, so trouble, straits, distress, trouble. So the time of Jacob's trouble is upon us, man, and it's going, gradually increase. But if they keep this going with just rounding up, every so-called Mexican they see, hey, that's a clear sign of us being in Jacob's trouble, man. Because things are about to get real hard, real bad, man. The economy is going, go to crap. All these sanctions that Trump is putting on these other nations, that's all going to backfire because, as Apostle Tahar has went into, it's Jake that's got to, not Jake, but America, the citizens, the taxpayers that's got to foot that bill. So things about to get real bad, man. We are in Yaiqab Tazarah, all right, or Tazarah Yaiqab, trouble of Jacob's trouble. All right, so with that, Lord willing, this has been edifying. Till next time, Shalom.